Hello folks, long time no see, apologies for that. I know a lot of you love the daily video and maybe we'll get back to something like that, but it might be every other day. What have we got to do? Well, what am I doing at the moment? That's a really good question. And I think the answer is that I need to go round and do a list of all the things that need finishing. However, one of the things that is happening today, supposedly, is the return of the doors. So the cupboard doors, the drawer, a coffee table, and some of the doors upstairs. So that'd be interesting if they actually come back. Yeah, I hope they look good, because the service was interesting. It was a case of, oh, were they when you phone up, are they ready? Oh yeah, I wondered whose doors they were. It all seemed a bit weird. I've then got things in the bathroom. We haven't been in the bathroom for ages, have we? Yeah, back bedroom, we've got a bit of painting to do. We need to put the curtain rail up. Oh yeah, that's one of the doors that's gonna come back, hopefully, and look all right. So really we're getting close to doing the fiddly little bits that really just make such a big difference. Go around, make a list, and then work out a way of tackling everything. Obviously, there's a few bits still to plaster. One little bit of angry red wall. I think what would be good would be to go around and prep everything and smarten it up, ready to receive paint. So get the painting. And there's lots of edges that just need sanding in. I'm waffling because I don't want to do it. Well, my list is a pretty long list, and the only way that you can do a list is to start with something and just keep ticking them off. Needs to be a bit of thought about the order of some of the ones that I do them in, and I think one of the things is tidying up edges so that we can do some decent painting. Get things clean, get things to a nice edge. So there's going to be a lot of that. Here, scraping back the old paint and stuff. We've got little nails just there. There must have been some telephone wire or something. So it's a bit of a messy job, and I'm kind of scraping off my rubbish plastering as well as old paint. There's probably 60 years worth of lumpy paint, and they've painted over things. I mean, these nails have been painted over 3 or 4 times, I think, as well. So just bringing that back just takes a bit of time, but I think the effect will be just to make it look a bit sharper, a bit better. It's almost another, not watching paint dry, not even watching PVA dry. This is watching old paint fly. Matthew, no doubt, will be dusting the house all the time, and I'm sure he'll like the fact that it's flat, smooth edges, and he can just run a duster over it. Yeah, you and I both know he's never gonna clean, is he? So you can see I'm kind of scraping it back to previous colours, and it's been white, blue, white several times. Now, I don't normally do the top of doors because you don't really see it, but when you're coming down the stairs, you're going to see this one, and you're going to see this one. Smarten it up, sand it back, so that when you come down the stairs, you see a nicer finish. On this bit here, which was kind of like a double curve on this section, I tried to do it as good as I could, but I've just gone over it with the sander to just smooth it off. I don't know, there must be kind of angle beading that you could probably put on, open it up and all the rest of it to get better edges. I don't know. All these bits where I've kind of, because I did this wall first and then did the ceiling and the other walls, you get stuff that dribbles down and plops down and all the rest of it. So I'm just going over it, scraping it, because what happens when you paint, you notice all these things and then you're forever flicking bits out of your paint. Swings and roundabouts really, isn't it? It's time on this or time on paint. And I think most painters and decorators would say spend the time getting it good before you paint. On this bit, what we had is a wooden end that's kind of got an edging to it. Now I'm plastering up to that. I didn't want to put beading on and plaster over this wood. And it's quite hard to feather it into the wood. In other words, blend it in. So what I knew I'd have to do this. I'm just gonna have to sort of scrape off the excess on here, onto the wood, and then just sand it into the curve of the wood. I don't know, there might have been better ways to do it. I don't know them. Maybe you do, and you can share that with us. That would be great. And then what we'll do is we'll sand that in and paint it around to the wood. I wanted to keep that trim, so you can see where I just need to smooth it out. Well, I have to say, if it's as boring to watch it as it is to do it, I do apologise. This is dull. Come back later when I've done a bit and we're doing something else, okay? And by later, I mean in about. All right, a quick change in sort of direction from scraping stuff. You probably just hear the van starting up. The doors are back, the ones from the cupboards and a couple of the rooms upstairs and a coffee table. Yeah, I think we had that knocking around. Anyway, they've come back, but here we go. So we've got the doors. There's another job to add to the list, hey? He said, yeah, a bit of a light sand and then bry wax or something. I don't know if that was just the way he said it, but never heard of it. Oh, bloody hell. So there we are, folks. Doors to put back on here. There's the drawer. Then we've got a different table and some doors to fit elsewhere after we've treated them or waxed them or whatever. I mean, the guy even said, he said, "You've watched The Karate Kid, haven't you?" And I went, "Yeah, wax on, wax off." And he just nodded, got in his van and left. Karate Kid. Yeah. Before you walk into it. Painter and decorator, sorry, interior designer is here. Let's get the verdict of her on the doors. What are the scores on the doors? Literally. So what do we think?
I think they look amazing. Yeah.
Here he is. Cheery. Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant.
So they're good?
Yeah. I think they'll look really good.
And that.
Because they look good, you know, with the wood top.
Yeah.
I'm not painting them.
No, just leave them like that. Why? What are you gonna? You gonna paint them, are you?
Well,
No, I
you don't remove the
plan
paint.
was.
You don't remove the paint and then paint them. You might as well have just painted them.
Yeah. So then we need to just paint the woodwork, but I was wondering about the inside, painting it a dark grey like that. So the inside is dark grey.
Oh, inside the cupboard.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Need to write a list of jobs. I think it'll get through quite easily. See? Right. Put it on ceramic. Yeah. I don't want it flat because I've got to do this bit first. Don't put it down.
What do you want me to do then?
Well, put it...
To me, to you, to me, to you.
Oh God!
Like that?
Yes.
Why don't you just say that?
Oh my God.
Instead of just looking at me.
You're going to do everything specifically.
So you've been videoing? No, you've been sanding. You haven't been. I'm videoing. And here's one of them.
So I'm just going to stain them a little bit darker.
Okay.
Slightly oakier.
Yeah.
And jobs are good done. I think
Excellent.
that looks really good. Really
Yep.
pleased with it.
We'll be back tomorrow, Matthew. Don't
Yeah,
move.
you've just done there. Do a long stand.
Pleased?
Yeah, really pleased. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
As ever, something doesn't quite stack up or work or is in the right place, and I haven't got my tray for my roller to do the walls. So I've done a bit of cutting in, but that'll do. So Sally's been sanding the new doors that have come back, which looks good, and we'll come back and do some more painting as we continue. And you'll see me pack up the ladder. We continue to escape to the dream house. See you soon. Right, gonna do the last. Do it.